Okay, you guys, I've been getting so many messages about the Miami alien invasion. I'm sorry I haven't been able to get back to you guys. I've been really busy with sessions. I've been booked, like I said, until March. So I've been really busy helping other people. But I want to just kind of go over it. So I took taken the time to kind of remote view the area. Regarding what was going on there, and I also was able to bring in different energies around that. Um, I know you guys are all ready for alien invasions and things like that, of the good and the light, of course. But this is false. What this was from part of the Black Ops that were doing a holographic test to see if they can spark enough fear in people to keep them on low density. They're going to be trying to split the realms and keep most of the population down. If you are afraid of such beings, then you obviously will need more police support. You want your government to help. You'll want them to come in with, all these things, and they're going to start putting in new. They're going to come out and they're going to say, well, we need to start putting in new precautions for these things that are going on. You need to depend on us. And that's just not the case. So, when remote viewing the area, there are these new technologies that are kind of holographic in nature. They even have some directly under the building, and even outside on the sidewalks. There are a couple inside mailboxes and fire hydrants that are going to be projecting as well, not just the ones that you guys are seeing in the sky. As far as inside the mall, they have them everywhere. These kind of holographic little things, and they're really tiny. And they project like really outwards. Think of it like at the end of a pin or the end of a oh, hold on. Like the end of this, how little this is, how round this is, and it will project so far out, and it will give you all these different creatures and things like that. Like they said, people were even saying that they've seen them go through walls, they've seen them turn their heads around, they've seen them kind of glide across the floor instead of walking across the floor. They didn't seem ominous, like they were going to hurt anybody or anything like that. They didn't destroy anything, they didn't tear anything up. And this is because it was just a holographic image. They wanted to see who they could scare and what they could get out of scaring these people, how far people would take it. And you know how they're saying, we don't have any video evidence, we don't have any, no one live streamed it, none of these things happened. And some people are coming out, and then some people are taking back their statement. That's because the people who are coming out and they're taking back their statement, they were forced to do so. And those people who are making a statement, they were literally scared. They really were feeling it and seeing it and things like that. But the government did try to, control most of the narrative with the turning off the police scanners, locking everything down. Or having people saying there's a lot of paid actors there too, you guys. There were so many paid actors there that I can't even describe it. And when I'm talking about paid, I'm thinking like, $100,000 to $200,000 per person that the government gave to them to be a paid actor of running out and being screaming and stuff. And then, of course, there were a lot of real people who didn't get paid. They were really terrified to go forward from this. But it is a hoax as far as the actual beings. And the crazy thing is, the tall white. Oh my gosh, I can't think of their name now. They're really tall white beings, but they're not from the same planet as the Greys. They came forward and they were like, there are different creatures like this that they're kind of describing that have no hands and no feet. And the best way that I can see it as it's being described to me is if you guys ever watch Stranger Things and you guys know the one that goes over the school building with these long arm tentacles, and it's kind of like a mist, or how it goes into his body like that. That's kind of what they're showing me what it looks like. In that kind of form, but they really do exist on a planet that's millions and millions and millions and millions of light years away. But they do exist. And our government knows about them from 20 and back, and from doing a lot of different experiments with time travel and things like that. So they already know they exist, and they're just trying to see which beings will spark the most fear into people. Again, This is just a fear tactic to get people to fall in line more because of the earth splitting. We are splitting so quickly in densities and moving up. They want you to stay complacent to the government systems instead of trying to take the government systems out, because they know that so many are waking up so quickly that there's not going to be a government anymore like there is. There's not going to be this way of control anymore. It's going to be coming to a one world planet of peace and love and all basic needs being met, and they don't want that to happen. They want you to stay in fear. So don't pay no mind to all the fear tactics that are going around and everyone saying it's demon, it's demonic, and all these things. That's just not true. It's just not true. We do have CERN being active, really active lately too, opening up other portals and other things like that. Again, I'm not saying that there aren't low density beings that are running around, but this is a case of military. So that's all I'll say about that. But I love you guys. Have a good day. Also, I wanted to say too is while I was walking through the mall and doing the remote viewing of the area, there's a couple kiosks that if you remove the kiosk completely over, there's underground bunkers inside these kiosks, and they're not very big. They're like enough to walk through, and they have tunnels that go all the way through the mall. There's malls all the way around the world that do this, and some of these kiosks would look normal to like they're selling. One specifically is selling a straight iron, a flat iron. If you walk through, I think it's like the fifth one in that selling these straight irons. That would be one where it's at. It looks legit, like a legit company, but really that's just a military kiosk. There's also different things like that throughout the stores that they're going to start using. There's also vendors they're going to start using, two vendors out in the street that are going to have these ways to project things. And also on top of electrical towers. What do you want? Electrical poles, not towers. Poles, like where you put your electricity boxes, the 5G towers, boxes, telephone poles. Those are going to have projections as well for the holographic images. They're putting them everywhere, you guys, because they want to falsify what is going on. Another thing that's going to be happening is our airs are getting so much cleaner, and as much as they try with chemtrails and try to cover things up, people are going to start seeing between that matrix line of the old sky and the old the regular planes and all that. They're going to start seeing much more clear about what is above us. They're going to start seeing spaceships, spacecrafts, and a lot of different things too. And they're really trying to understand that, hey, how are we going to keep this when the vibration keeps raising? Because the more the vibration raises, the more that you're going to be able to see. If you imagine Earth as a sphere, and then right above that, imagine another sphere around Earth, that's just like the next density up. And people are already seeing past that veil. They're just trying so hard to stop the evolution of raising frequency, and they just can't. It's going to be a splitting of realms. Like I said, those who are in low density, those who love to practice hate and murder and all these different things are going to stick around with them, and they'll be on their own energy field. And we who are raising up in high frequencies are going to be, experiencing a much better life, a much better earth. But they're trying to keep these souls down. So don't let fear tactics take a hold of you, and just remember who you are as a person, as a soul, as a person of love, and do your best to be kind to others. These people who are seeing this thing, they're seeing it, okay? But again, it's holographic, so you got to have compassion for them too. Some of them are so, sleeping still, and they're not understanding what the government is doing, or not even aware of that. Some people don't do research, like a lot of us here on, conspiracy TikTok. They don't understand that. So you still have to have compassion and kindness for all people, and do your best to teach from your knowledge, and then let them open up when they can. But yeah, it's they're really going to try to keep everyone in low energies, but we know better. So be kind, be compassionate, and really just put the love out into that energetic field. And for those who want to operate, so say you take a video of these things that are going on, there are things that you can get to put your phone inside so the frequencies cannot interrupt that. I'll have to do another video on things that you can get. That way you can still film and not have things turn off your phone, or you can film it really quick and then put it inside these bags, and then nothing can hurt your phone or the footage that you get as well. Um, yeah, I'm gonna have to show you guys what those are. But anyways, that's all for now. Love you guys. Really quickly, guys, here is an example of one of the footages that they found. As you can see, the thing that they're saying that is walking by is right there in the gray. Let me get out my little cursor here, right in this area. But if it was a real thing, these people that are walking along the edge would not be walking. They would be running. Like right here, look, walker, walker. These people are walking. You can clearly see that this is false news. Let's go over this one as well. Okay, right in here is one. Right over here, these where you park your cars and your meters too, there's these projections in these things too, you guys. So there is one in here, there is one in here, and the one in the pool that I just sent you. And right under the ground, they have some as well. And along the stair line, there is holographs along stair lines, not specifically in this mall, but they were showing me different malls, how they were using when you had these step ups, how they kind of put these in the sidelines of these steps. Because people are so used to seeing them in space, in the clouds regarding the holographics, blue beam, however you guys want to see them. That's kind of what they're going off of. They're like, okay, people were scared about this, and we know that we can do this. And Las Vegas does that a lot with our holograms in the sky. So they kind of wanted to see if what would happen if they put them on the ground, boots on ground type deal. Let's see how many people we can scare and how many law enforcement people we can bring in to interact with such nonsense. Other things that are going on inside these underground bunkers is they're getting ready to build like fake ones. You know how Hollywood would build fake crap to scare people as well, where they're going to start having these creatures come out of the ground, which is just going to be either animatronic or people in suits that are going to grab people and bring them down, and they really are going to either traffic them or kill them and things like that, to spark even more fear. Those, if you guys don't understand FX makeup and things like that as well, then you're not going to understand how far they can do it. They literally have skin suits that people can wear in Hollywood that makes you look like another celebrity and things like that too. That's more of a conspiracy that we'll get into later if we go that far. But yeah, again, this is all just, it's all fake.